The space station drifted silently in the void, its metal hull glinting under the distant sun. Captain Alex Mercer floated near the docking bay, his eyes scanning the abandoned station. Sensors picked up faint energy signatures, irregular and unpredictable. This was not a normal research station. Something about it felt alive, like it had been waiting. Alex adjusted his helmet and pushed off gently from the wall. His boots clicked against the magnetic tracks lining the corridor. The air inside smelled faintly of ozone and old machinery. He had been trained for situations like this, yet the tension in his chest refused to ease. The station's layout was unusual, alien even, with curves and angles that made his stomach twist slightly. As he moved deeper, a faint light shimmered at the end of a hallway. Alex's hand instinctively moved to his sidearm, though he hoped he wouldn't need it. The light pulsed softly, almost like it was breathing. That's when he heard it, a voice, soft, calm, and unmistakably intelligent. "You want to know if I'm not wearing anything underneath?" the voice whispered. Alex froze. The words were strange, the tone teasing, yet he sensed no malice. He understood quickly that this was not a question about clothing or vanity. In the alien culture, testing strangers with riddles and challenges was common. This was a challenge. "I think you mean to see how I respond," Alex said carefully, his voice steady even in his own confusion. "You want to know if I am worthy of trust?" There was a pause. Then a shadow detached itself from the glow. A figure stepped forward, tall and graceful, with skin that seemed to shimmer faintly in the light. Her eyes were large and intelligent, reflecting curiosity and caution in equal measure. Alex caught the faint hum of a personal energy shield around her, subtle but detectable if one knew where to look. The alien, Lyra, studied him. Her gaze was piercing but not threatening. Most humans would have answered foolishly, "You observed first, that is, unusual," she said. Her voice carried a melody, almost musical, and Alex felt it resonate in his chest. "I observe first. I think before I act," Alex replied. "If you are testing me, I pass only if I understand your purpose." Lyra tilted her head. A faint glow ran across her skin like a pulse, and she nodded slowly. "Perhaps. Come, we do not have much time." Alex followed her into the deeper parts of the station. The corridors opened into a large chamber, walls covered in alien symbols and displays. A central console pulsed with a soft blue light. Lyra moved over to it, her fingers brushing across the interface without touching anything. The machine responded, displaying holographic maps of nearby star systems. "This is the map of lost colonies, hidden worlds, and potential danger," she said. "Our people tried to protect it, but we were betrayed." Alex studied the map. His mind raced. These worlds, some of them are near human space. If this technology falls into the wrong hands, it could be catastrophic. Lyra nodded. "Yes, that is why I test you. Humans are unpredictable. Yet you may be different. You may understand the responsibility." For hours, they worked together. Alex's understanding of human technology was limited in comparison to Lyra's, but he had creativity and improvisation. Lyra marveled at the way he combined logic and intuition. Where her species relied on precise calculations, Alex could see possibilities that machines could not. "You think in patterns, but you also trust your instincts," Lyra said softly. "That is rare." As night fell over the distant stars, the station trembled violently. Alarms rang, red lights flashing in synchronization with the hull's vibrations. Alex grabbed Lyra's hand instinctively, pulling her out of harm's way as a section of the ceiling collapsed. Dust and debris filled the air, and the hum of the station's machinery distorted. "They're here," Lyra said grimly. "The ones who betrayed my people. They have found us. Alex looked at her. We can't fight them head-on. We need a plan. Lyra's eyes flickered with a soft blue light. Follow me. They ran through winding corridors, avoiding energy traps and collapsing walls. Alex noticed the subtle ways Lyra moved, almost as if she was flowing through the station rather than running. Her agility was astounding, and Alex had to push himself harder just to keep up. Eventually, they reached a room filled with strange devices. Holographic screens projected alien symbols, shifting constantly. Lyra moved to a console, her fingers dancing across the controls. Alex watched, trying to understand. This technology, it can create illusions, confuse our enemies, even teleport small sections of the station, Lyra explained. But it requires coordination and trust. Alex nodded. Then let's coordinate. I can help. They spent tense minutes configuring the devices. Alex's human intuition allowed them to bypass several security protocols that even Lyra admitted were tricky. Their teamwork began to feel natural, almost instinctive. Every move Alex made complemented Lyra's, and every suggestion she offered enhanced his plans. You learn quickly, Lyra said, her eyes softening. Perhaps humans are not so reckless after all. Before Alex could respond, the station shook again, this time more violently. Through a viewport, he saw the first enemy ships approaching, sleek, black vessels, moving silently but with deadly intent. They were not interested in negotiation. Their goal was control of the alien technology. We have to act now, Alex said. If they reach the core, it's over. Lyra nodded. Then we fight smart, not hard. Using the alien technology, they activated a series of illusions, confusing the enemy ships. Alex suggested moves that were unconventional, even risky, but effective. Lyra adapted quickly, and together, they managed to slow the attackers, buying precious time. As the battle raged outside, Alex realized something important. Lyra's initial question, the one that had startled him, was not about curiosity or vanity. It was about truth. Could he see the real person behind appearances? Could he act with integrity under pressure? His actions so far had answered that question. Lyra glanced at him, a faint smile touching her lips. You have proven yourself today. Not by your strength, but by your mind and courage. Alex felt a strange warmth in his chest. It wasn't pride nor affection, but respect, mutual and profound. Then we continue. We survive, together. As Part 1 closes, the station trembles under external attack. Alex and Lyra, bonded through trust and shared purpose, prepare to face whatever comes next. The alien technology glows brighter, promising both danger and opportunity. Beyond the station, the vast expanse of space waits, full of unknown threats and hidden wonders. And for the first time, Alex realizes that this mission is not just about survival, it is about understanding, alliance, and the power of human ingenuity when paired with wisdom beyond his world. The station shuddered violently again, throwing Alex and Lyra off balance. Sparks flew from exposed conduits, and a low groan of strained metal echoed through the corridors. Outside the viewport, black enemy ships glided closer, their movements precise and deadly. Alex steadied himself against the wall, scanning their patterns, while Lyra's eyes glimmered with anticipation. They are not just coming for the station, Lyra said. They want the core, the technology that can move worlds. If they get it, it will be used for war and destruction across galaxies. Alex nodded, already thinking several steps ahead. Then we make sure they never get it. Lyra moved quickly, activating a console that projected a network of holographic tunnels and energy fields. We can create illusions, hide our movements, confuse them. But it's not enough on its own. We have to act. Alex studied the map. The enemy ships were fast, but predictable. If we can channel their focus toward certain points, we can use the station itself as a weapon. Collapse corridors, redirect energy, force them to retreat. Lyra raised an eyebrow. You think like a human. Bold, but effective. Together they split duties. Lyra's fingers danced across alien interfaces, manipulating energy shields and holographic decoys. Alex moved to sections where his human ingenuity gave him an advantage. He noticed small weaknesses in the enemy's approach, slight gaps in their patrol patterns, timing delays between their attacks, and channels where their sensors were weaker. The first wave of enemy drones entered the station. Alex had prepared a trap. Using a combination of holographic projections and redirected energy fields, he funneled them into a chamber. Lyra triggered the controls, creating a sudden burst of light and sound that disoriented the drones. Metal clanged, sparks flew, and one by one, the drones fell silent. Lyra watched him closely. You do not fight blindly. You think, you observe, and you act at the right moment. That is what makes humans dangerous and valuable. Alex smirked, though the tension in the station never eased. I learned from the best teachers. Some of them just happened to be alien. They moved deeper into the station, toward the core. Every corridor presented new hazards, collapsed floors, energy pulses, and automated defense systems left over from the original builders. Alex led the way, scanning for patterns, while Lyra used her agility and energy manipulation to clear obstacles. You adapt well, Lyra said, her voice low but filled with approval. Most would be lost in these corridors. Alex glanced at her. I follow instructions, but I also trust my instincts. You taught me that observation is more important than force. A sudden alarm blared. Alex turned just in time to see a squad of enemy soldiers appear from a side corridor, their weapons charged. He didn't hesitate. Using a combination of alien energy pulses and improvised human maneuvers, he created barriers and distractions. Lyra, moving like water, struck with precision, disarming the soldiers without lethal force. They expected brute strength, Alex said, catching his breath. They did not expect intelligence and teamwork. Lyra's eyes glimmered. Humans can be underestimated. That is their greatest advantage. They finally reached the station's core chamber. The room was enormous, filled with glowing machinery, floating energy conduits, and a pulsating orb at its center. This was the heart of the technology, the key to controlling not just the station, but potentially entire planets. Alex studied it carefully. We need to protect this, but also move it. If they reach it, everything is lost. Lyra nodded. The teleportation protocol can move the core to a safe location, but it requires perfect synchronization. One mistake, and it will be destroyed, or worse, fall into their hands. Alex took a deep breath. Then we synchronize. I'll guide the sequence from here, and you execute the energy alignment. For tense minutes, they worked side by side. Holographic symbols shifted, conduits hummed, and the air itself seemed charged with power. Outside, the enemy breached multiple sections, but illusions and misdirection kept them from reaching the core. Suddenly, one of the conduits overloaded. Sparks flew, threatening to sever the entire system. Alex dove forward, rerouting energy manually, while Lyra stabilized the core with her own energy manipulation. The two moved in perfect coordination, human intuition paired with alien precision. Finally, the core lifted slightly, glowing brighter. Lyra's eyes met Alex's, filled with respect and relief. You are worthy, not by strength, but by courage and mind. You are different. Alex smiled faintly. I learned from you. But we are not finished yet. They are still out there. The enemy commander appeared on the viewport, a tall, imposing figure with dark armor and glowing eyes. Give up, human. That technology belongs to us, he growled. Alex met his gaze calmly. It belongs to no one who seeks to destroy. You will not take it. Lyra stepped beside him, her energy shield shimmering. Together, we are stronger than you imagined. With a nod from Alex, she triggered the final phase of the teleportation. The core glowed intensely, then vanished. In an instant, it was gone from the station, leaving only empty machinery and residual energy. The enemy commander roared in frustration. "No! Impossible!" Alex and Lyra exchanged a glance. The battle was not over, but they had won the most critical victory. The station trembled one last time, then fell silent. Outside, the enemy ships retreated, confused and disoriented. Lyra lowered her energy shield, her expression softening. "You have proven what I suspected. Humans are capable of greatness, not just strength, but intelligence, courage, and heart." Alex looked around at the station, the glow of the alien technology now safely gone, and finally allowed himself a moment to relax. "We make a good team," he said. Lyra smiled faintly. "Yes. Perhaps together we can explore what lies beyond. You, human, and I, alien survivor. Together we can protect the galaxy from those who would misuse its power." Alex nodded. "Then let's start. There is much to see, much to learn, and many threats we have yet to face." As they floated in the aftermath, the stars stretched endlessly beyond the station. Alex felt a profound sense of purpose, not just as a human, but as a protector, a partner, and a force for hope. Lyra's presence was a constant reminder that alliances could transcend species, that courage and intellect could overcome overwhelming odds. For the first time in his life, Alex truly understood what it meant to be part of something greater than himself. The galaxy was vast, full of danger and wonder, but he also knew humans had a role to play, a role not of conquerors, but of allies, thinkers, and defenders. Lyra glanced at him again, her eyes reflecting the distant stars. "I once feared humans. Now, I trust one." Alex smiled. "Then trust is the start. The rest we face together." The station's lights dimmed as they prepared for departure. Beyond the void, unknown threats awaited, but Alex no longer felt fear. With intelligence, courage, and cooperation, they could face anything. Humanity had not only survived, it had proven its worth, not through brute force, but through cleverness, bravery, and the strength to rise above expectation. And somewhere deep in the galaxy, the story of a human and an alien survivor began. One that would be remembered across worlds as a testament to what beings could achieve when they fought with wisdom, heart, and unyielding determination.